What's going on, y'all? It's your favorite businessman, CEO Rico, on ceoricotv.com. And today, we're going to review a video that I found. I found it on Facebook, and this in regards to man and woman. I think they had like maybe like a Popeyes or something like that, and they're getting into it. Now, I just want to preference this really quick. I know it's this whole debate in regards, men versus women and things like that. Honestly, guys, just from my observations, I've been like really trying to hone in and see exactly like what could possibly be the issue. Now, I know when it comes to the internet, that's one place where it's just people gonna do them, people gonna do ignorant stuff, and it is what it is. But guys, I want to let y'all know something. In regards to this video we about to watch, I think I came to a conclusion. It's not really all people. I think it's just people of a certain class where a lot of these issues really arise in general, okay? So I just wanted to preference that real quick before we actually go into this video. But let's get into it. Now, let's have a quick convo, right? So one thing that I really don't understand is when women engage with men, right? I don't understand why the hostility level is so high. Like, why are women so hostile when it comes to men, right? When we already know physical capabilities, there's not a real comparison. Like, there's not just simply looking at them, you see he's a little taller. He has some body weight on him. Yes, she has some body weight on her, but considering the fact just our regular genetic makeup, we have testosterone. Women have estrogen. Testosterone give us the ability to have more strength, especially like when we have bigger body mass, stuff like that. But for some reason, it doesn't trigger in their head, hey, let me stop because there's a potential that I can seriously get hurt. I don't understand that. And as you see right here in the video, she's walking up on him. Now, guys, y'all know your mans. I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm not one of those men that believe in no man should put their hands on a woman. That's not me. Now, understand this. I'm not saying I condone men just going and hitting women. No, not at all. Don't agree with it. However, if a woman is being the aggressor and she puts hands on him, all bets are off. I'm not one of those people that say, oh, under no circumstance should a man not put his hands on a woman. No, if a woman decides to put herself in a position to put her hands on a man, then sweetheart, guess what? You got to get all the actions and consequences that come along with it, because they like to use the example of, well, men are stronger. Okay, cool. But let me ask y'all a question real quick. Would you if you see a dog snapping at you, right? Or let's say a bear, any animal that's stronger than you, right? Would you go and tempt that animal? That's how I like to look at those things, right? I literally just like to look at it simply like that. Would you go and tempt that animal? Would you go provoke it? Would you go do anything in regards to that animal that you know for a fact can bite you, could rip your hand off, could even kill you, right? But yet she's doing this. Now, let's finish. Now, see, when he bucked back up on her, she calmed down a little bit. She was talking all that shit. But when hey, use it. I'll make you eat it. FUB, all like that, right? It all started to change. I don't understand why women put themselves in this position as if it's something that's cute, or if it's like I can't even necessarily say a self-defense mechanism, because it's kind of like one of those situations where it's like, sweetheart, do you know the physical damage I could actually do to you, the potential harm that you are actually putting yourself in, and the catastrophe that could actually come from this situation? So many things could go wrong here. And it's just, as men, I understand, it's one thing where it's like, hey, my man, you need to chill, stuff like that. But on the other end, why is it that nobody is holding that woman accountable or hold women accountable when it comes to these situations? Because you're putting yourself in a situation. You're putting yourself in jeopardy. You're putting yourself in a position to possibly get your head knocked off, all because you can't control your own temper or temperament or mouth or whatever. I do not understand. But let's finish.
What's wrong with you? Really? I'll break your fucking jaw. I make you eat that shit. All right, go ahead. Go ahead then. I don't give a fuck about your night. I make you eat that shit. Go in your shit.
Now, guys, it sounds like they from the South because she has a bit of an accent, right? From what I can hear. I don't know if y'all can hear it. But here's my question. Nope, it's not even a question. It's simply an observation and a little bit of prior knowledge. Now, hear me out. At that point in that facility, right, could you not say that if he was to pull a firearm, or let's say he was legally licensed to carry and everything like that, even though they got it all on camera and stuff like that, if, as he said, I supposed to have winning your shit for you pulling it out. So, which is a clear indication, even on the video, she pulled out a knife. And at that moment, like just from being a CPL holder and everything, we were taught, if you pull your weapon, you better be ready to use it. So, would you say that it's different if it's not a firearm? Let's say it's a knife in this woman's situation. Would he be justified if he had a firearm and she pulled out her knife? Because at that point, before the knife was pulled out, it could necessarily be looked at as hand-to-hand combat, right? But considering the fact that she elevated it's not aggression, but she elevated I forgot the word, but she elevated to where she brought a weapon into the situation, a knife. Do y'all think he would be wrong for then taking his firearm out and using it on her? Do you think he would be justified? Now, guys, this is one of those reasons. This is one of those situations where it's like a real world example of real life, right? Because we're looking at it from a video and we're just reviewing it. But this is a real life situation. Would he be wrong for doing it? Because he can technically say, yo, my life was being threatened because this woman, just looking at it, we're looking at less than 6 feet for sure. Arm length distance. So at that point, you can swing and you can technically hit me with this knife, right? So I'm going to I fear for my life. Bam. Right. So once again, why put yourself in that situation? For the life. Matter of fact, I want y'all to send this to some women, right? Because I got another one that I actually want to bring up too. Send this to some women and just simply ask the question: what would make you want to put yourself in a situation to where you could potentially be harmed by a man, or a man in an altercation or whatever? What would make you think that you really can go that route with them, and why would you want to? Because I done seen plenty of times where women always say, well, you better be lucky my man wasn't here. You better be lucky my dad wasn't here. I'm gonna call my dad or my brothers, or situations like that. And for some reason, it's like in my head, why don't those men teach you as a woman that is not your place and that is not something that you do? Now, it's a difference if a man is acting upon you. But still in my head, it's like, okay, if you have protection on you, cool, use it to protect yourself. But other than that, run, get away from the situation. Why stay in that situation where you could potentially be harmed? I don't know if y'all remember, but it was a situation. I can't exactly remember the exact city, but it was a situation where it was a woman and her son. They were inside of I think it was a Coney Island. Some of y'all might remember, but they was inside of a Coney Island, and it was a man in there. He was arguing with the mom. The mom, instead of her leaving out of the facility and basically getting away out of harm's way, out of danger, she told her son to go and I think get a pistol, right? And I think an altercation did transpire. I think the dude ended up putting his hands on her because they was going back and forth. He was like B-I-B-O-A and all like that, right? And then the son, I think he was under the age of 16 if I'm not mistaken. He went out, got the firearm, shot and killed the dude. And if I'm not mistaken, he was put on trial for that. I can't remember the exact outcome, but I know some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. But those situations, y'all don't understand that y'all are, and I'm saying y'all, I'm talking about society in general, the people who choose to put themselves in this situation. y'all are literally putting yourselves in harm's way, and then y'all are also putting other people in harm's way. And honestly, in some cases, from the things that I've seen, a lot of y'all be putting your own children in harm's way simply because you cannot get yourself under control, and you cannot analyze the situation and say, yo, I need to leave. I need to get out of this situation. So many, it's like I remember at one point in time, it was said that pride was a black man's killer. Now, I know for anybody that's not black, y'all might think it's a race thing or not. It's not. It's just everybody got their own thing within their own ethnic groups and own community. So just fall back for a minute, because nobody's racist here. We all rocking. But why is it that it seems like pride is such a full effect when it comes to women, to where it's like, oh, I can't back down. Oh, ain't no nigga gonna do this to me. Oh, this and that. And it's like, sweetheart, like, nobody thinks that you a bitch because you back down from a man. That's like if you in the woods and the bear is about to attack you, like, oh, I ain't no bitch, so I'm gonna fight this bear. It's like, no, why wouldn't you just get out of harm's way and run, move, get out the way, right? I don't understand that. In this perfect situation right here. See, that whole situation is crazy. Now, that's the end of the video. Now, I wish they had the full length of what happened from the very beginning and then what transpired after the end of that. I really wish they would have showed that, right? Because that would have gave us more context. But listen, we got to roll what we got. But simply still in that situation, that was one of those situations where I honestly believe that no woman should ever put themselves in those type of situations, because, I mean, everybody can believe what they want to believe. And it seems like because of, I don't know, social media, that so many people put these things in their mind, and it's like they think they're like superhuman or something. It's like, no, that like being like thinking that you superhuman, that's shit that, we used to think we were younger. I remember when I was young, like 12, 13, 14, I used to think like I was fucking Superman, like real shit. Like, I couldn't get hit by no car. Like, if a car was coming, that the car would be damaged because it's me. You know what I'm saying? But then as I got older, it was like, bro, why was you thinking that dumbass shit? Like, you're a human like everybody else. You bleed like everybody else. Nigga, there's nothing superhuman about you. You feel what I'm saying? You may be a little stronger than the average. You know what I'm saying? But, like, no. You get it? And it's like, as full-grown adults, why do y'all put yourselves in this, or why even be in this situation? Why, it's like you don't know how to just simply back off, back away, back down. But here's the caveat to all of this. It seems like it's always the lower class where this shit happens at, in general. Not, 100% always, not absolute, but in general. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.